Hello and welcome to the YouTube channel of Friends Halls. Today we have latest writing task 2, an essay. So let us read the question first of all. In many different countries, show-offs and products are the same. Some people think that it is a positive development while others believe it is a negative development. Discuss both views and give your opinion. Okay, now the question is saying that in a number of countries we can buy the same product. Suppose you use a product and you are in India and you migrate to Canada, then also the product is available to you by the same company. So some people say that it is a positive, it is beneficial, whereas others hold an opinion that it is a negative development. There is nothing positive in this. So this is a both view essay. So obviously we have to discuss the both sides of the viewpoint. Generally we will form body paragraph 1, body paragraph 2. And here is one tip for you that I normally give to my students, and it is in order to boost your score in CC, that is coherence and cohesion. You need to go for one thing. Keep in mind one thing, that the side that you are favoring, as in this case as well, although you'll be discussing two sides, that is both sides, but you will show your preference, your bias or no bias, yours opinion towards one side, so you will incline towards it. So the one that you think is the right, you need to write it as a body paragraph 2, that is near the conclusion. Always keep this thing in mind and it will automatically improve your band score in your writing exam. Okay, without wasting any time, let us start. In introduction, I always suggest to keep it brief. We use synonyms or other type of vocabulary and try to change the sentence structure if possible in order to score a very good band score. Okay, let us review the synonyms or the vocabulary parts that we can use in order to replace the question. But a word of caution, don't change the meaning at all. So after completing your first sentence, match it with the question. Okay, many means we can say that a number of countries. We have nations, shops. So shops are the selling points. Here in the context, we can say that shop selling points are of the same brand. Some people, a certain class of people. Think, hold, the belief system. And mind it, students normally commit mistake here. They write believe, BELIEVE. That is wrong. Here it should be belief, positive development. So we can replace it with is beneficial. Believe, think. Negative development has negative consequence. Okay, now first line we will rephrase or phrase the question as it is without changing its meaning. Okay, let us review the vocabulary that we have done now. Now we'll be applying in the introduction. In these days, it is possible to find selling points for the same brand, and one can buy the same product across a number of nations. So we have completely changed the structure in the question. Whereas the question started with many countries, we have kept it at the end of the sentence. So we have written, in these days it is possible to find selling points for the same brand, and one can buy the same products across a number of nations. Now let us do the sentence structure review. It is a compound sentence, and if you can understand, there are two independent clauses, so it becomes a compound sentence. And with the sentence variation, you are going to get a very good band score in the GRA, that is grammatical range and accuracy. Next, we are going to continue with our introduction. A certain class of people hold the belief system that it is beneficial and convenient. Very important, beneficial and convenient. There are certain words that are used together and that contribute to your score in the lexical record resources, that is your vocabulary. So you need to note them down and use it more often wherever it fits in the context, comma, whereas, so we have a contrasting connector. Others think that it has negative consequences. So our second line is, a certain class of people holds the belief that it is beneficial and convenient, comma, whereas others think that it has negative consequence. One more thing that I want to point out is that a certain class of people is considered as a singular. So obviously in the simple present or present indefinite we add s with the verb. Here the verb is hold, so we have put s, that is holds. Second line, as I normally teach, that if you desired band score, if you want to get a very good band score, you can simply wrap your introduction by writing the thesis statement as, in this essay I will discuss both the viewpoints. Please mind the hyphen between view and points because there is a score of punctuation as well in the GRA. Finally, we are going to review your entire introduction, and even if you are taking a CBT, that is a computer based test, or a pen and paper based test, you are required to do paragraphing in your writing module. So we will write introduction as a one paragraph. Okay, let us see. In these days, it is possible to find selling points for the same brand, and one can buy the same products across a number of nations. A certain class of people holds the belief that it is beneficial and convenient, whereas others think that it has negative consequences. In this essay, I will discuss both the viewpoints. Okay, now we are done with the introduction. We will move on to the conclusion now. Obviously, the conclusion is based on the body paragraph dative form. So in the exam, you can write the introduction straight away and then do the brainstorming. I have made a separate video on how to do brainstorming. I am going to post a link here for you. Okay, now let us first review the vocabulary that we are going to use in the conclusion. Presence of. So certain we use certain words or vocabulary with the prepositional phrases. So for vocabulary, very good. So presence of. An international brand. Please note it down. If you are using a noun here, only brand, and you use an international brand, you are adding adjective to it. So obviously you are going to score a very good band score in the vocabulary. So an is a indefinite article. So whenever there is an adjective in front of a noun, we use an article. It can be a definite article the, or an indefinite article a or an. Can prove to be helpful. Very important. I want you to learn it by heart. International travelers. Again, noun traveler, plural form travelers, and its adjective international travelers. Need not to means there is no need. Experiment with the new product. Of course, if the product that they use, suppose they are using a particular brand of soap, if it isn't available in a foreign land, they will have to experiment. Use or experiment. Finally, we have our conclusion. So in conclusion, comma, where the presence of products from an international brand can increase competition, such a development can prove to be helpful for international travelers who do not need to experiment with a new product. So in conclusion, we have said that when there is a presence of a foreign product, that is, suppose an international brand is selling its product worldwide, then it serves as a very good competition for the local producers or the manufacturers. and such development can prove to be helpful for international travelers. So such a thing can help international travelers like who travel to a foreign land who do not need to experiment with the new product. So there is no need to try a new product because you are already using a product, and if you are satisfied with it and you are using the same product in your native land, you can simply buy the same product from the same brand of same quality, and although its price might be a little higher, but still it serves the purpose. So let us once again review your conclusion. In conclusion, where the presence of products from an international brand can increase competition, such a development can prove to be helpful for international travelers who do not need to experiment with the new product. Okay, this was introduction and conclusion to the latest writing task to an essay. For more videos, like, subscribe and share friends. Alls.